Hello, and welcome to episode 3 of our Crusader Kings 3 Let's Play. And we are currently making the Kingdom of Bene-Israel in India as a Malabari Jewish ruler. I'm super excited to continue this series. I'm going to do a super short recap, and I will put a bookmark down below in case you want to skip forward to the actual gameplay. So in episode 2, we inherited the Chera Raj as Racateviyar, who is the daughter of our first ruler, and she inherited fairly young at only, I believe, 3 years of age when Irakaraka, the first of our player characters, died. He was fairly old in the 1066 start date. And so we are now Racateviyar, and we've kind of just been going through childhood so far, wrestling with selfish regents, including our own mother, who doesn't actually seem to. She was, I believe, selfless. Or no, we had a selfless individual appointed as our regent when we were Irakaraka, and then on our death, it defaulted to my uncle for some reason. I'm not really sure why that happened. I'm sure there's a reason, I just don't know what it is. And then after our uncle, it was our mother who became our regent. And you would think your mother would be a selfless regent, but in fact, she was rather self-ish, and has been sort of swinging the scales of power towards her. I believe we are in our tweens, maybe 11 or 12. We'll see when we get into the game, but we were finally able to meet just a couple of peers, but there aren't all that many peers to meet in India, so we're kind of just biding our time and trying to become a good young Jewish ruler. We did convert to Malabarism via our genius teacher, who is she's a genius. She's Malabari. She was our father's wife, but not our mother, and she has been teaching us well, and we have some good character traits, which we'll go over when we get into the game. But yeah, so today's goal is kind of just to get through childhood and probably have a wedding of some kind and see what our situation is with land and alliances and all that good stuff. So without further ado, let's just hop on in. Hi. So here we are on the loading screen. You can see we have Racateviyar and our little brother, our little scaly brother, whose name I wish I could tell you I remembered his name. Oh, I do actually. I believe it was Irakaraka after our father. And even though he is scaly and I wouldn't want him to stay our heir for too long, I do love him, and I think we should try to cultivate him into being a friend of ours and on friendly terms with us, because I don't really think Racateviyar is the kind of girl who's going to have a very, a relationship of animosity with anyone. Or, I mean, maybe some people, but not her brother, I don't think. And actually, so you can see here is us. We are Malabari, and eventually we may change culture. But for now, we are Tamil, and our brother Irakaraka is pensive and scaly, and I believe we are choosing the learning lifestyle, and he is going to become a steward. Hopefully our steward, if everything goes well. Okay, so let's see if we can't figure out what we need to be doing. So we're currently 10 years old. All right, I thought we were a little older than that, but that's okay. 10 is perfectly fine. Let's see. I'm just gonna move this. Okay. Let's see what all we have to do. We can station a men-at-arms regiment, but I think we can't, Because we only have one holding, don't we? No, we do have two. Kottayam. Maybe we granted this to someone or inherited it from someone. But Kottayam, sure, I will station that. Absolutely. And those are mangonels, so siege, men-at-arms, which is good. We were trying to save money, I know, for definitely a grand wedding, but also probably to invest in either men-at-arms or a duchy building, I think is what we were gunning for, if I remember correctly from last time. I can create an accolade. As of last game, I didn't really like any one, but let me just check now that things, I don't know, maybe are different and see. Yeah, Dreadgain is just not my thing. I do like the Besieger. Besieger and, let's see, Uncontrolled Territory Attacker Advantage could be good. So Besieger and Marauder could be good. Now, that is not like the most noble of combination of traits, but listen. I'm gonna wait until we're an adult. I don't think, now, I'm not actually gonna do this, but I do want to just check on a neighboring ruler. I don't have a Casus Belli, so I wouldn't be able to declare it. I just don't think I can declare wars as a child, but even if I could, I don't think I have a Casus Belli on anyone, at least not that I am interested in at the moment. I'm currently fabricating a claim on the county of, what is it called? Kanara. And ideally we will be able to, I'm just going to let that sort of while I'm still a child, I am planning on just letting him keep trying it until he gets the entire duchy claim. And if he can't do that by the time we're an adult, that's fine, and I'll just take the county. I'm really not in a rush to get that claim, and if it could be a duchy claim, all the better, because that might make things a little faster. Albeit probably more expensive, but then I wouldn't have to go to war multiple times, in theory. My steward is currently collecting taxes. I could have him increase development in my capital. Honestly, I might do that because we're okay on money for the moment, and it doesn't hurt to just increase development when you get a chance. I do want to keep my chancellor on domestic affairs for now while I'm still a child, just to make sure everyone is kind of staying in line and liking me and whatnot. You can't see him behind me, but my spy master over here, Manavapala, is also my vassal. And he is currently disrupting schemes, although I do just want to check. Oh my gosh, see, here's the thing. I don't know. He is a powerful vassal. I don't want to make him mad by firing him, and then he wouldn't like me. Both for being fired in the first place and also not having a council position, but my other vassal, my Maldives vassal, Ananda, would like me quite a bit more if I gave him this council position, and he's so much better. So I kind of feel like I want to do that just because the difference between 14 and 23 is so massive. And this guy will not be happy with that. Why would I revoke his head? Oh, no, I just can, but I don't have to. And my marshal is currently organizing army, so... But I could have him be training commanders. which, unless there's a significant monetary difference, which there isn't because my armies aren't raised, I think, I should just have him training commanders for now, and maybe he'll find me some good knights, and then we can take a look at the accolades for any cool new knights that he finds us, and or the ones that we have will get better in certain ways. So I am on a really slow speed right now, I recognize that, but I just want to, here, I'll make it go faster, I guess, 3, because we're a child, we're not doing much of anything at the moment. I did try to hold a meet peers, but there was only like 1 child who was eligible to come, maybe 2, and no one, and she didn't want to come. She was like, no, you're a nobody, I don't care. So I want to try holding it again, but okay, it looks like while I was talking that ticked away, so I can hold it as soon as, no, sorry, I cannot. I'm gonna hold a meet peers. What is happening? My court physician is no longer my court physician because he is, it seems, dead. Okay, I will deal with that in 1 sec. I just want to plan this meet peers, and let's see. If I take a look at who is coming, it is now 3 people who I've invited, and 3 of them are going to accept my invitation. If nothing else, my little brother will come. Ideally, there are no other players. Ideally, more people would come, but, you know, at the very least, I have my little brother. Okay, so I'm going to start that. Just because I do want to meet some people, even if there's not really anyone around. As for getting a new court physician, I am going to, oh gosh, the best person for the job is unfortunately my mother, and I say unfortunately because, as I mentioned in the recap, my mother has not been a very, let's say, kind regent. She has kind of been swinging the scales of power against me a little bit, and so I'm not super happy with her, but honestly, whatever. I don't think it'll end up being a serious problem. So she can be my court physician. She's the best at it, and, well, she's my mom, so makes sense. She is an herbalist after all, and a very learned woman. Part of the reason, I'm sure, why my father married her. We'll let time keep passing, and we'll take a look at, oh gosh, yes, I'm so sorry that I fired you. I don't regret it because my new spy master is so much better, but... Oh, and I think another thing that happened last time was, someone requested that I send my brother as a hostage to them, and I was like, absolutely not. I don't know if that will have any repercussions ever, but I just didn't. I was like, you can't have him. Okay, everyone is here. As all the small lords and ladies are ushered into the room, I feel myself grow giddier and giddier. I'm thrilled that Amitirvali, the daughter and heir of my vassal Samantha Vikailaya, could make it. Welcome, Amitirvali. And yeah, I can offer a hostage or exchange hostages. I simply won't. I could imprison my courtier. Why? Oh, an adulterer, but I don't care about that. I do need a new chancellor. The meat peers can wait 1 sec while we get a new chancellor. Vikailaya is the father of the girl who I am meeting right now. He's a powerful vassal and he has a pretty great diplomacy, so there's absolutely no reason he shouldn't be my chancellor. That I can think of anyway at this moment, and... A ball bounces past me, scooped back into the waiting arms of Amitirvali. Do you want to join? we've got a ball and we could do with some more players. The small crowd of kids gathers expectantly around us. So we're playing ball. Let's see. I'll join. Oh, but I'm pensive and I'm calm, so I don't want to play sports. That feels familiar from my own childhood. I don't really feel like it. She will be disappointed. She won't really like me. She'll be pretty bummed, but I'll lose stress, or I could gain stress. Let's see. What am I? I am honest, calm, and pensive. Yeah, I don't think we would want to play. It's not really about losing the stress. I didn't have any stress. I just think that Racateviyar is not interested in sports, which I can relate to. Oh my god, what are these little grabby hands? What? Who are you? My courtier? Okay, this is a funny little pose. My courtier Yahasini is obviously hiding something, but just as she agrees to tell me what it is, my friend Umayalvar approaches us and insists that I join her for a game of chess. Let's see. Sure, I don't care about silly secrets, or hush, I want to know the secret. Yeah, I don't, we're honest, right? So I think we maybe feel like people shouldn't tell us secrets. We might evolve out of that, but I think in this moment, we're not like, trying to get the scoop on anyone. Oh my god, my mom is swinging the scales against me literally all the time. I could swing the scales. Hold on, what does this mean? I am not betrothed. Yeah, I know. Let's see. I could leverage prestige, gold, or piety, or use a hook. I don't have a hook. I don't have a head of faith, so it would cost gold to swing the scales, or I could wait until I have more piety or prestige, how much would it be? I don't have enough. Oh, we must share a head of faith. Oh, what is my mom? Oh, right, because I'm Malabari. Prestige, 150 prestige I don't have. Not sure what to do here. I guess I'll just leave it for now, honestly. And promote authority. I might actually have her fill my coffers for now. At the Meet Peers, we are exploring the local synagogue when Amitirvali, the daughter and heir of my chancellor Samanta Vikailaya, and I stumbled across my court chaplain Irachmael, surrounded by scrolls. They're journals from long ago. Are you interested in such things? Let's see. Yes, teach me about them. I could take to the art of journaling. I pick up on some things. Are again struggling with writing, which is unlikely. Yeah, teach me about them. Yay, we pick up on some things. We further our studies in the art of, I'm not sure what, journaling, learning, yet to be determined. Ananda, my spy master, I've been hosting your Chancellor Samanta Vikailaya for several weeks, and he has helped me see the splendor of the realm under your rule. I am nothing less than honored to serve as your vassal. I am blessed to have such grateful servants. Thank you, Ananda. I know you're an evil craven, but you seem like a nice guy. At least right now. My half-brother Irakaraka approaches me with a heap of fabric in his arms. As he dumps it on the floor in front of me, I realize it's a heap of clothing for adults. Let's play house together. Only if we are the parents, or no, that's silly, let's play chess. I could further my studies in the art of scholarship. but he doesn't like me as much, and what is singular focus? Yeah. Oh my god. I'm trying to get over to the tooltip. Let's see. This character is focused on learning at the expense of all else. General opinion -5. Ooh, that's not good. I do want Racateviyar to be good at learning, but I also want her to be sort of like personable. Even though she's not focusing in diplomacy, I think it would be nice if people liked us. And I did say up at the front in the recap that I was interested in forming a friendship with our brother, and I do want to be friendly towards him. So yeah, only if we are the parents. And we grow closer to forming friendship. Oh, he has a little doll. That's cute. It was good to forget all responsibilities for a while and spend time with other children, but I'm told I have to return to my duties now. We all had so much fun. Hopefully we can do this again soon. Until next time. Yay! Oh my gosh. Oh, and this is good because I gained prestige. All the attendees got some good opinion of me. And I now have enough prestige that I think I could swing the scales back against my mom so that she isn't at level 3. But do I care if she's at level 3? She can attempt to revoke titles from other vassals. She can try to forge claims. I have to pay prestige on mundane actions, but there's not much I can do anyway as a child. Let me just test something. If I try to, let's say, just like for example, marry a courtier off, you know, just like, I don't know, some random thing. Ooh, I'm getting a personality. A new personality. But wait, hang on. I have one question. I just want to know something. Let's see. If I try to marry off my tutor, let's say, it doesn't seem like I have to pay prestige to do that. Hang on. Oh god. This is... So I'm not really sure. I think I'm just gonna let my mom be at level 3. If she gets to level 4, I might start to worry. But for now, we'll just stock up the prestige because we might want to use it for something more important later. And right now, I'm okay if she's at level 3 until she does something to make me mad. Okay, so we're getting a personality trait. So our court tutor and guardian is Nimatikal, who is genius, Malabari, and our father's former wife. She says, vassals will at times overstep their bounds. Forgiveness will strengthen your bonds. At times, put trust in a subject despite their reputation. Lest you will be overburdened, she drones on. It is important that you give them the time they need to right their wrongs, Nimatikal says, rolling up the parchment. Now, what have you learned here today? She says, looking intently at me. I could have learned to be, it looks like, forgiving, trusting, or patient. Okay, this is really interesting. So, I'm currently calm and honest and pensive, and I am trying to get a learning lifestyle. So forgiving would improve my learning and also some my prisoner opinion and minority vassal opinion. Trusting would not affect my learning and my opinion of people would be increased, but I can deal with my own opinion. And patient is virtuous to Malabari, so it would give me piety. It would increase my learning by quite a lot. And it would also, it seems like, improve my scheme resistance and improve my parochial vassal opinion. So I am highly favoring here patient, because basically there are no downsides that I can see. I know sometimes there are events that, if you're patient, maybe you get a little stressed, but I think it's actually the opposite. I feel like I get more stressed being an impatient character. So I think patience is definitely the way to go. More learning, more opinion, and more piety. I really don't see any problems. So let things take the time they need. So I'm honest, calm, and patient, which is a pretty awesome set of traits. I'm going to be honest. I'm really happy with how that turned out. And my heir, my brother, is currently, I think, also being taught by Nimatikal, but he is gonna just be developing his own personality. Um, I don't really know what he's gonna choose, or like what his personality will be. I can't affect it because, I'm still a child and I'm not his guardian. Um, so I should probably start looking for, I'm going to speed up time just a little bit. Oh, I'm getting let's see, a betrothal proposition for the son of Vijayabahu and my cousin, Mankavi. I don't, wait, let me just check super quick. Okay. I'm gonna pin him because I think I might lose this, proposition if I try to find spouse for her. Can I get an alliance from her? I don't think so. She's too distantly related to me, I think. No, I can't get an alliance. Prestige gain. Mankavi, can you do better than Vijayabahu? His name I didn't even notice. Vijayabahu. Vijayabahu. Okay. Ay. Where is he? Is he even an option on here? I don't see him. I mean, how much prestige would you get if you're 13? So, I mean, I don't really want to marry you to some wildly old man. But what if, for example, Alhana, you get so much more prestige marrying someone else? So what if we did a 10 years age difference and just see, yeah, Alhana is the most, he's gluttonous, but he's diligent and compassionate, so I feel like that is good. Is there anyone who would marry her matrilineally? Alhana would marry her matrilineally, it seems like. And then he actually might come to my court, I think, is how that would work. And he is from, Vijayabahu also, but for some reason gives Mankavi more prestige. So let's do that. Sorry, Vijayabahu. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, also, I meant to note that if you're watching and you notice me butchering names because I'm not really familiar with Indian names and I'm just kind of going phonetically, do let me know if you have a good pronunciation guide, because I do not know very much and I would like to know more. So yeah, if you can point me in a direction, please do. I totally don't mind and I want to learn. My rabbi, my court chaplain, but rabbi, is has only gotten me the county claims, so for now I'm just gonna let that be fine and not take the claim. Oh, oh my. As I look upon a young naperer walking by, sweaty with labor but a blush on his cheeks, I am entranced. What is this feeling? This longing? Oh dear, we are heterosexual. Okay, I realize that I'm heterosexual. Well, this is, we paid for what we paid in getting really good personality traits. Uh, we are now reaping the consequences of that, because the RNG luck can only go so far. And in the playthrough that I did of this Bene-Israel campaign before this, we also got to episode 3, and I realized I had a dream. My character had a dream, and I got to choose, like, in this horny dream that I had, I saw, and I could pick, like, I saw girls, I saw boys, or I saw both boys and girls, which is what I chose. Or I can't really remember my dream, which means that I'm asexual, because asexuals can never remember their dream. Can confirm as one that that is true. Just kidding. Or am I? Who knows? No one will ever know. But unfortunately, we do not get to choose this time. We simply realize what we are. So boys are so fascinating. I know he's only a commoner, but oh my heart. I could get a crush on him. Honestly, fine. I'll get a crush on him. Oh, he likes me too. That's cute. He's sadistic, so I'm not sure if that's a good thing, but I'll take it. The day has been spent playing outside in the wild. All in all, quite a pleasant day, when suddenly I am approached by a local child. I am Impaniyarpatan, and I challenge you to a den building competition, Lady Racateviyar. He struts around and smirks triumphantly at me, fully expecting to win. Okay. This reminds me of another childhood decision. Let's see. I could increase my stewardship, I could increase my martial, or I could increase my learning. I'm gonna go with increasing my stewardship, and unfortunately I grow closer to being his rival, but I'm not sure why. Oh, is it because... I'm not sure why. But I am going to increase my stewardship. So I gain 10 gold. I increase my stewardship, but Impaniyarpatan doesn't like it. I'm so sorry. Enlisting the local younglings and paying them in taro worked wonders for building the most glorious den this side of Vimbanad. Impaniyarpatan begrudgingly looks over at my creation and grumbles as his meager, one-man construct barely keeps the rain out. Oh no. Okay, I think I kind of didn't roleplay that very well, because I kind of didn't really understand what enlisting these workers meant. I kind of thought it was like pretend play, like, oh, just let me enlist these workers, but like I'm actually just, pretending that I have workers, but I literally, as the Duchess of this realm, went out and got some people to actually help me build my den. So I'm so sorry. I feel bad for this man, or this lad. But I did increase my stewardship, so it all comes out in the wash, doesn't it? My knight is improved. That is great to hear. My powerful vassals want council positions, but I'm not going to give them to them. If I pardon my courtier, let's see. She's my wet nurse. She's an adulterer. I could pardon her. I don't know that it gets me anything except more opinion with her. But I feel like I'm not gonna imprison her. I don't have a problem with her. She just, you know, is only an adulterer. It's fine. Um, my crush. I want to take a look at him. Oh no, that's not. God, what am I even doing? That's my brother. Relationships? Ah, crushes, yes. He's just random. He doesn't have any parents. He doesn't have a guardian. I should give him a guardian. Who in my court is good at martial? My caravan master in Shorevere, Anikanga, is a good, would be a good guardian for him. So, because I want to make sure he gets a good education, and we won't end up getting married, but maybe someday we'll be lovers. I don't know. Maybe. Probably not, but could happen. Oh no! A faction has been created against me. Is this because I fired you? Listen. I don't want you to do that. I could send him a gift, but it would be massively expensive. I could try to sway him. I can do that even though I'm a child for some reason. Maybe because I'm, like, old enough now that I'm 12. I could try to sway him. He's too weak to send an ultimatum. Hopefully no one else will join him. We shall see. I'm not really sure how that will pan out. I'm not going to take the claim on that right now. My regent unsuccessfully furthers mandate, so I don't get any gold. Oh, so sad. Oh, I was going to take a look at possible spooses for myself. I'm going to slow the time down while I'm looking at this, but I'm going to keep letting it tick instead of pausing completely. So if I check off grand wedding, it does have to be matrilineal, but I am willing to have a grand wedding. And I want to make sure that my ally is pretty strong and also doesn't control any of the Maharashtra, the land in the Maharashtra realm, because then they would not be able to come to my aid, and ideally they won't be too far away. So Chandela is, oh mama, getting on my nerves, swinging those scales. So Chandela is not too far away. I feel like they could get there in time, and this alliance would get me only 1,085 men. I feel like that is kinda small. What is the, okay, hang on. There's a better way to judge this. So the Maharashtra kingdom has good heckin' lord, 2,400 troops. So I am gonna need a lot of allies or a lot of mercenaries, one of the two. So if I promise grand wedding and I sort by alliance power, oh, I think I maybe hadn't sorted by alliance power. Okay, fine. I'm gonna zoom out so I can see pretty much everywhere. The Somavasi kingdom, Somavamsi, sorry, has this 11-year-old boy who is, whoa, that's cool. Look, he's a reincarnation, and he's compassionate and he's humble, and this would get me a big alliance. Heck yeah. And he's actually pretty much the same age as me. I don't need to look I should probably look at other options, but honestly, I just think he's so cool because he's compassionate and humble, and he's a reincarnation, and he's curious. I love him. I think he's amazing. I want to marry him. and he kind of looks like my crush a little bit, so maybe I'm like, kind of like, ooh, I could see it. Okay. He will accept. I will send that proposal all the way. And it should perhaps be said that I have no plans in this campaign of doing any sort of, how shall I say, without using the E word, the E word is eugenics. Without using any, I don't want to use, like, breeding tactics. I don't know how, there's no good way to say this, but Crusader Kings can kind of turn into just like a breeding program game if you let it, and I try really hard not to let it because it feels gross given the real world, and especially playing a Jewish ruler, like, oh, it gets kind of like, yikes. So I really don't want to do that, so don't suggest it in the comments because I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna roleplay it. And it's also just more interesting that way, like once you get a line of like perfect geniuses or whatever, it's like you don't, suffer at anything. You're just good at everything, and that's boring. Okay. So I've gotten betrothed. I feel good about the lad I am betrothed to. I could invite Shurviers. It would take some prestige, but I could do it, or I could check out my unmarried adults and see if there are anyone or any people who are, wait, if I, yes, find spouse, make sure we're finding spouse instead of arranging marriage. Malabari, I want to make sure that, at least for my court chaplain, that he, wow, no Malabari women. Wow. Okay. Is there any, can I look at Jewish? No, apparently not. What is the other kind of Jewish? It's, Ashkenazi? I think is what the, no, I'm not gonna take it. What about Radhanite? There's nothing. Wait. Maybe I had some filters on. If I go to, oh, wow, Judaism, yes, that's what I wanted. Wow, there was an easier way to filter that. And there is my courtier friend. Oh, she is 14. Well, no, I don't think so. Let's see. Many months have passed since the lords and ladies of the realm gathered for a feast, my Rani. Samantha Peruncintavar timidly continues, it would benefit you, not to mention those among us who appreciate a good feast, if this was remedied soon. I promise that a feast will be hosted soon. He'll be grateful if it's fulfilled within 10 years. Or I'll host a feast when I feel like. Yeah, I promise I promise I will host a feast fairly soon. Not having anything planned for the day, this is a fine opportunity to enrich myself in the various aspects of our glorious holding, Vembanad. The question is, what would be most productive? Should I go to the military compound headed up by Vidyarasan, the trade district managed by Rudrama Devi, or pay a visit to Yerachmel at the local synagogue? Once again, I can increase my stewardship, my martial, or my learning. Once again, I'm ignoring martial because I just think that's not who Racateviyar is. And I could For the stewardship, I will become the owner of a artifact, it seems. Oh, yeah, the architecture of trade, stewardship +1, and city buildings construction time plus, or, less construction time and more stewardship lifestyle experience. So if I wanted to, multi-class is kind of a way that one could put it. Once I get everything I need to out of learning, like immediately, I can switch over to stewardship for a little while, and the architecture of trade would be a great artifact to have while doing that. I do want to invest in the stewardship learning because, I'm already learning about learning. I guess is, you know, I'm learning about learning, but I do want to be good at stewardship too. We spend the day passing through guild halls, inspecting the placement of the craftsmen in relation to their market space and other economical aspects of city building. Rudrama Devi is a knowledgeable guide, talking about taxes and fees, painting the picture of our current economical status. She finishes off the tour by handing me the Architecture of Trade, a well-worn piece of literature on the topic. It's been a good day. So I get a little bit of money, I get a cool artifact, I'm happy with that. And Yerachmael, I will find you a wife, but not my 14-year-old courtier, I think. Maybe I had the age difference on, which I guess we could, it doesn't matter if am I looking for someone who can have kids? Not really? Let's see. My vassal Samanta Manavapala has honored me with a visit and brought one of his courtiers along. Manavapala approaches me excitedly. Well met, Rani Racateviyar. It pleases me to see you're thriving here in Vembanad. It occurred to me that Rudrama here might be of service in your court. He's an incredibly talented scholar, the brightest I have ever learned from. I would make use of him myself, but alas, it doesn't seem possible. I would hate to see his great talent go to waste. Won't you take him in and unleash his potential? I know just the place for him. Yeah, he can join my court. I have no issue with that. Okay. Ooh, Mahalakshmi is very pious and learned. So I think she should come to my court. She is a high almoner, but it's okay. What's happening? Things are happening. Oh, Liberty faction disbanded. That's great. And then I got Dada is my guest. He is very skilled at many things. Do I have anyone in my court that you could marry who is preferably an adult? No, no one who's an adult. Okay. Rudrama is the lad who has just come to my court. Oh no, Karmani Kam is no longer my wet nurse. Oh, because she's 46, so she can't have kids anymore. That's fair, I guess. Let me just real quick find a new wet nurse, and then I get to hang out with my crush, which I'm so excited about. Let's see. Wow, no one is a good wet nurse. I guess, Rudrama Devi, since she is a little younger. I mean, they're both poor at it, so. The sun beats down happily as Pankavan and I take a trip around the garden. He turns to me. When we're older, will we be married? He asks earnestly. No, sorry. My quizzical expression clearly prompts a follow-up. When we are both of age, we should surely be married. It is our destiny. I consider the possibility quietly. My passions burn so brightly. Surely there can be no future for me without Pankavan? Unfortunately, we will not be married, but... Okay, here's the thing. I've never had a childhood crush before in Crusader Kings, and what I'm wondering is if I continue to humor him, are we gonna accidentally become lovers? Because I don't want him to be my lover when we're an adult, but I feel like if I keep, like, encouraging him, it could happen. But, you know, what the heck? He's my crush. I am honest. I just think he's the best ever, so I'll be besotted for 5 years. Um, and I don't want him to dislike me, so sure. Yeah, we'll get married, obviously. Oh no. What are you doing with all your time? My mother's accusation weighs heavy on my mind. I've been trying to complete every task set before me, but she never seems to be satisfied. Oh my gosh. I could say I will try to do better, and I could increase... I could either increase a skill, I get melancholic, or nothing happens and I gain stress. I'm trying my hardest already. Listen, I'm patient and honest and calm. I'm trying my hardest, Mom. Listen, I don't know what more you want from me. And also you should be doing better because you keep failing at being a regent. Not to be harsh or anything, but... So I could build my duchy building now that I wanted. Oh, I should equip that trinket first, and then I will do this. So, ooh. Swish, crack. The sound of a wooden sword whirring through the air and finding its target is thrilling to me. I ready myself to take another swing, but I've caught the eye of another. Pankavan clatters down the steps, brandishing a sword of his own. Racateviyar, let's see how you do against me. I look Pankavan up and down warily. These swords could probably do a fair amount of damage if you stuck someone with one, and Pankavan looks a little too enthusiastic for my liking. Yeah, because he's sadistic. I don't think... I know he'll lose opinion of me, but I don't think we would do that. Why don't we hold a mock battle instead? I'm not gonna fight you, sadistic martial boy. Oh, scheme discovered. Manavapala was trying to fabricate a hook? Oh my gosh, can't believe he would do that. I can believe it. Oh my god, wait. I have to construct my duchy building. Events keep interrupting me. Okay, what was I gonna buy? I was gonna buy... I want to say it was Jousting Grounds, because it will also boost elephant cavalry. And reduce men-at-arms maintenance and improve or reduce cost for grand tournaments. I think that's what I wanted to do. Construct jousting fields. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Get that started. As my regent, my mother, Nayana Devi, seems determined to teach me her preferred methods of rule. She's something of a rogue as a regent, but nevertheless, the woman seems to have taken a shine to tutoring. Today's class covers yet more scholasticism and theology. It's a dry screed on history, philosophy, strange-smelling academics from far-flung lands, all the usual tripe. But her central point seems to be that an educated ruler makes for a happy populace. I find Nayana Devi's views on this utterly disinteresting, but I'm stranded in this lecture. Surely I'll have plenty of time to learn all this when I'm Rani all by myself? I could... Whoa, that's a lot of stress gain, my dude. I could pay attention to the technical details, increase my learning by 4, but gain 80 stress. Ooh, the game is trying to tempt me. I see what you're doing. Focus on the spirit of the advice. I gained 2 learning lifestyle perk unlocks. Whoa, that is cool. Or I could daydream the afternoon's lesson away. I have much better stress loss, and counselor opinion is higher. Okay, so I am gonna take the 80 stress hit. It's gonna hurt. Be really close to a mental break at like what age am I? At like 14? Yeah, 14. But I'll find a way to work around it because this is a really good bonus. I feel like just increasing my learning by 4 because that, like, I just feel like that's what I want. Yeah, I'm gonna pay attention to the technical details. Ugh, wow, that hurts. That is a lot of stress. Hang on, pause. I gotta do something. I gotta see if there's an activity I can do. Can I meet peers again? It's unavailable for 3 years. Is that really true? Oh no. I think that's the cooldown is 3 years, but I think it's been 3 years since my last one. Yeah. Oh, and there's more guests now. Yeah, there's more guests, and I can start it, and doesn't cost that much. Heck yeah, and hopefully I'll lose some stress from that. Okay. I really need to learn. I need to not have a mental break before I am an adult, because that would just be, it would not be good. I would not like it. But maybe I would become a journaler. I feel like I've kind of had a couple of, man. She tried to obtain me gold, but she did not. Disappointing. All the lords and ladies of the realm are here for my peer meet. They look so cute with their little horse and their little doll. There's the son of my vassal. There's the daughter of my other vassal. Oh, yeah, Ami Tiravali. I recognize you. We were friends, like, a few years ago. Welcome, everyone. My friend Umayalvar and I are watching the Shurvirs train in the courtyard when my marshal Vidyarasan approaches us with a smile. What do you say, children? Think you can handle the basics? No, I cannot. I'd rather watch you train. I am far too stressed to be, learning martial skills at the moment. Could be a long-term investment, but I don't want to take that stress hit. We are once again exploring the local synagogue, and Yerachmael is still reading ancient journals. So I could have him teach me about them, or ask him to tell us about adventures. I will lose a lot of stress by taking interest in the journals, and probably increase my learning. I take to the art of journaling. Beautiful. So I do increase my learning, and I lost a lot of stress, so that makes me happy. A ball bounces past me, scooped back into the waiting arms of Kundabai. Let's see. She's inviting me to play ball. They could use more players. I didn't want to play ball 3 years ago, and I still don't. Sorry. I'm just not a sports girl. I brought a small book with me, as I usually do, and my half-brother Irakaraka finds me just as I am settling down to read a few pages. Oh, is that the Trotula? I recently read it. What are your opinion on the prose? This will be a good discussion. He becomes my friend. Or go away, I am reading. I could increase my learning by 1 by telling him to go away, but I did want him to become my friend, even though, unfortunately, it looks like he is becoming paranoid and greedy. I have no words. The RNG is not with Irakraka. First he was scaly, then he was, whatever. But I still want to be his friend. I'm determined to be his friend, because no one else will. Because no one's gonna like him. He's just, ugh. It's fine. I love him. At some point, I will bookmark him or pin him just to make sure I remember him, but I could also make sure that he has a good spouse. I probably can't afford a grand wedding for him, but maybe I'll save up for it. I don't know. I know I shouldn't really spread scaliness everywhere, but I'm his friend, and he's my brother, and I love him. And I might need an alliance, so we'll see. My crush, Pankavan, approaches me with a heap of fabric in his arms. Okay, so he wants to play house too. And I could grow closer to forming a friendship with him, or we could play chess. I love playing house, clearly. I've done it many times. And if we are the parents, sounds like something one would say if they had a crush on a boy. Like, ooh, if we're playing house, we should be the mom and dad, and then, I thought my crush Pankavan and the peasant boy were merely pretending to fight, but suddenly there is blood in the dirt. Pankavan hits the ground with a grunt, and the peasant standing over him moves to attack again. Oh no! He's being beaten up! Okay. That was really gay, the way that I said that. I'm so sorry. I will save him. He becomes my friend and gains opinion of me. I could ask someone, I could call for help, but I lose prestige. Or I could bully him. No, I will save him. He's my crush. I think he's so lovely. I will gain stress, but I have a feeling that Racateviyar might just be kind of a stressed person. By this point, I'm getting the feeling that she might just be stressed in life in general. And he becomes my friend, so I'm happy about that. My friend Umayalvar and I agree that trade is an important skill for a noble to learn, and so we decide to visit the local market in Vembanad. We only have some pebbles for currency, but they are very shiny. I would like to purchase a ware, please. You have to give me what I want. I'm a lady. I could demand something. Or let's set up our own stall. I could practice trade for 10 years. But that makes me more stressed. Like, it doesn't give me immediate stress like the first one does, but it does increase my stress gain over time. So I think I would like to purchase a ware. I have a pretty good chance of increasing my stewardship. I do convince the merchant to trade, so I do increase my stewardship. I become best friends with my brother. Aw, that's so cute. It was good to forget all responsibilities for a while, but I'm told I have to return to my other duties now. We had so much fun. Hopefully we can do this again soon. I think I am getting too old to do this again. I don't think I will be able to do it again before I'm an adult, but it was a good last hurrah of childhood. And my brother and I are best friends now. I think that is so nice. I could have him study a language. I don't know what language I would have him study. I could have him study the language of... Do I have any filters on? No, because I wanted him to study Hebrew. But I don't know if... I think he probably already will be doing it. Because his guardian is my... Oh, it's not my guardian. Tila... Oh, she's the one who made him paranoid. Tila, don't do that. I don't make my brother paranoid. It makes me sad. I will unpause because I realized I was still paused. I'm so sorry. My mother is unmarried. She did get betrothed last time, but for some reason they aren't getting married and can't get married. I'm not really sure what happened. I think she can't get married because she's my regent, so she can't like go traveling to her grand wedding is what happened. Friends are often so fickle and prone to betrayal, but never has my dearest friend ever betrayed me. My favorite toy is more than just a toy to me. She is my best friend. My guardian Nimatikal has been insisting that I cast my best friend aside and spend time with real children and properly socialize, but she just doesn't understand what my sweet toy means to me. I'll never abandon my best friend. Ugh. May lead to the trait vengeful, forgiving, or shy. Oh god. I guess I'm too old for her now. I get a stress break. Wow. Okay. Now here's a decision. And all of these options are bad. I don't like any of them. The only option I would be okay with from these, so being vengeful, I don't think it's sinful to Malabari, but it's just not, like, I don't want to be vengeful. I just don't. It decreases my diplomacy. I want to have good diplomacy. If I was forgiving, I would be okay. I don't want to be shy either. Ugh. But I don't want to have a stress break. I'm just going to take the stress. It will be fine. I guess I'm too old for my toy. God, I've been overwhelmed by stress. That's so... ugh. I cannot concentrate. My thoughts are running in circles. I have to oversee the castle. I have to look over the troops. I have to... ugh. How can I find rest when even my thoughts betray me like this? Okay. So there is a positive stress trait I can take. I can be a confider. Diplomacy +1 and stress loss is improved, so I gain less stress. I confide in people to combat stress. So I guess I'm glad. I mean, I think this is a good outcome. I'm glad that there was a positive option. Otherwise, I would have just tried to be strong and resist the impulses. But being a confider, I can take that. And I'm not as overwhelmed by stress. I do want to relieve my stress, but I don't even know how. I guess I could talk to a confidant. All courtiers except confidant lose 10 opinion of me. Not great. But I do want to lessen my stress. Everyone loses 10 opinion of me. That's kind of funny. My mind is kind of, but like not a lot at ease. Hopefully having a grand wedding will lessen my stress at some point. Let's see, I'm still 14. It's because time is not going very fast. I am going to try to go fairly fast through the last couple of years of my childhood so that we can get to the good stuff. Let's see, I can offer hostage. I'm not going to do that. I can create an accolade. I'm not going to do that yet, but I will. I have kind of enough prestige now that I would feel okay inviting Shurvirs. The time has come to replace the commons of Kotar, and my mother Nayana Devi has asked me to weigh in on the matter. The ruler of Kotar, Samanta Vikailaya, and my mother have been having intense discussions all morning and have now reached an impasse. As I enter the room, they shift their focus to me, clearly expecting an answer to this question. We should focus on trade and production. We could increase the military strength, or a bit more fervor would only be beneficial. Oh, the building gains prayer halls. Wow, okay, so, I think I'm gonna build prayer halls because I don't think I would have to pay for that building then, and I would love to not pay for a building. I don't think that is my, is that my, no, it's not my holding, but still, I mean, still good. Oh my god, more stress, I swear. Racateviyar! A shrill voice rings out across the courtyard. I challenge you to a joust to defend your honor. Choose your steed and heft your lance, mighty warrior. Irakaraka brandishes a branch, clutching a hobby horse between his legs. My own mount has been neatly deposited on a nearby bench right next to a similarly sized branch. It appears Irakaraka has come prepared for battle. Okay, we could tilt with him, we could joust with our brother, or discretion is the better part of valor. And we do not joust. If we joust, there is only a 50% chance we get more stress. We might become wounded, but we're his best friend, so I think let's humor him and hopefully it goes well. I successfully score a hit. My lance strikes Irakaraka on the chest, scoring a small welt across the skin. I wheel away triumphantly as he rubs his torso grievedly. The first tilt is always a toss-up. Now it's all about remembering training and teachings, and I consider any tactical edges. The wind flutters the leaves of trees as we line up for another, possibly pivotal tilt. We could ask him to stop now, but there's a 10% chance I gain Craven. Or let's see how this one plays out. We will gain some stress. I think let's see how it plays out. Your blow strikes true. I almost close my eyes at the point of impact, but my blow is nonetheless true once more. My stick crashes into Irakaraka's sternum, splintering spectacularly. It wholesale knocks him over. In fact, I find myself stood over his prone body for a moment before Irakaraka struggles to his feet. Victory is mine, and it is truly, truly sweet. He jousted with great skill. That's why I'm the best. No, you jousted with great skill, Irakaraka. Don't be sad. Just don't be sad. It's that easy. I can tell you. I wonder if there would be a good marriage option for him. No, I don't need that claim yet. My mother is yelling at me. Oh my gosh. I will give as good as I get. I call her a sycophant, and my mother becomes my rival. Oh my gosh. What a harrowing relationship we have had. Let's see. I propose we exchange my daughter and your brother as hostages. It would be a great gesture of trust. Okay. So part of the reason I didn't want to give Irakaraka away before was because I wanted to make sure he became Malabari, but he is Malabari now. And if I'm not mistaken, he has all the traits he's going to have. So there's not really any, I mean, I feel like I'm willing to do this now because I kind of set him up to be my friend and to be someone who I can rely on in the future. So if he spends like a couple of years at someone else's court, I think I'm okay with that. And we can raise this Rajkumari in our court instead. So I guess I'll accept. I just don't want to decline and then he thinks less of us. So I will accept and hopefully that goes okay. And once Bene-Israel gets here, we can educate her. And Irakaka is going to be a hostage. Ah, I'm so sad. He won't be here anymore. I have met the other children of the court. They seem nice. Okay. I hope you do okay over there, Irakaka. And in the meantime, I will make sure that this young lass has a good guardian. My court chaplain can teach her and convert her faith, and sure, why not convert her culture as well? If you're gonna send me your daughter as a ward, I'm gonna make her Jewish. So that is just what's gonna happen. Also, it is weird to, oh, the scales of power have swung towards me. That's cool. She was caught trying to embezzle. Oh, I've come of age. With the help of Nimatikal, I have achieved an understanding of scholarship that far exceeds that of any of my peers. Even though I had a natural inclination towards the subject, my mastery of it is still an achievement. Whoa, cool. We're a mastermind philosopher. That's awesome. As I take my first steps into adulthood, I find myself reminiscing about some of the people who've made an impact on the woman I've become. The friendship I shared with Umayalvar meant a lot to me when we were both young, and to have her still by my side means a lot. I had some memorable times with Pankavan. He truly helped me understand both myself and love. Oh, that's sweet. You will not forget your fondness for Pankavan. Plus 20 opinion. You are no longer in Matikal's ward. I'm a woman now. Yay! So cool. Wow, I'm so pretty, and I can choose a lifestyle. So I definitely am going to go down learning first, and I think I'm going to start off with scholarship so we can get some of that sweet development growth. What I will probably do is head down kind of like the first spots of learning lifestyle. First, I will probably go from anatomical studies to know thyself, pedagogy and scientific, and then maybe plant cultivation too. And then once we've got those like 6 or 7, I'll probably switch to stewardship, assuming we last that long and nothing crazy happens. And my chaplain is still trying to fabricate that claim. I think that we can pretty safely put our chancellor on foreign affairs now to be gaining some more prestige. Let's take a look at our regency, shall we? And end that entrenched regency. So I could offer nothing, she would not accept. I could offer a favor, she would not accept. I could offer gold, she would not accept. Wow. Wow, what the frickin' heck? Swing the scales. God, this is terrible. I could leverage piety, you must share a head of faith. Oh, right. Leverage prestige. Okay, if I leverage prestige, I spend 150, I can swing the scales of power, and if I offer to end, she will not accept. God, I just, she's really just, ugh. If I try to sway her, it only has a 20% chance of increasing her opinion. God, that's terrible. And I can't swing the scales until 2 years from now. Are you serious? Let me end your regency. She is my rival, makes her much less likely to accept. Wow. I have never had this happen before. I've always been able to end my regency. Now listen, I'm not saying I would do this, but it would almost certainly work. But come on, I can't start my adulthood by murdering my mom. I can't, but I want to. I, the player, want to. Racateviyar is calm and patient. She would be patient, waiting to cajole her mother into, you know, um, yeah, but you know what? You don't get to be my core physician anymore, because no way do I want my rival to be my core physician. So, shame on you. Shame on everything about you. Oh, but she loses 30 opinion of me. God. Wow, I really didn't foresee this becoming such a problem. I really thought it was going to be fine, but it's not. It's not fine. I mean, I don't know if I can, like, can I have my grand wedding if I have an entrenched regent? I don't honestly know. I can't end my entrenched regency. I can't. I may have to murder her, but I will try other things first and be patient, like Racateviyar would. God. Stop swinging the freaking scales. It's an excellent display of the regency mechanic and how much it would suck to have a regent. The tavern in Vembanad is usually the perfect place to forget about the troubles of the world, but tonight is an exception. As ill luck would have it, sitting just one table over from Umayalvar and I is my mother, wow, Nayana Devi, and she has been being a nuisance since we arrived. All it took was one more accidental spill of her spiced wine over my arm, and suddenly Umayalvar was on her feet. Nayana Devi rises in turn, and the two are in the process of rather drunkenly squaring up by the time I manage to haul myself to my feet as well. Oh my god. My friend Umayalvar, who I love so much, is trying to punch my evil mom. Let's see, I could encourage Umayalvar to hit her. She will probably lose. She isn't worth it. I lose stress. Or stand aside, Nayana Devi is mine. Incredible. Listen, I just feel like with our personality, we would say she isn't worth it. But Umayalvar is loyal, so that is really cool, and I love her so much. Thank you for trying to protect my honor, but honestly, wait, I can lawfully imprison my mother because she embezzled from me, but it won't work because I can't take hostile actions against my diarch, which totally makes sense. I could pardon her, and she would gain opinion of me, but I don't think it would probably help. And I want to, when this is all over and she's not my diarch anymore, I do want to imprison her lawfully and banish her forever and ever from my realm. God. My court chaplain says no. My court chaplain got me a claim on. So I now, forgetting about my mother for a second. Good lord. Forgetting about my mother, I now can sort of start looking at, and I'm an adult, so I can start looking at expanding my territory. And I could ask for this claim on Kanara. If I said see it done, I would lose 66 gold, which is not too bad. Like, I can afford it. But I kind of feel like, and I want to make sure. So I am currently allied to the Somavasi at the moment. Somavamsi because of my betrothal. So I think I would have those allies if I did the war now, but I'm patient, so I feel like I don't want to go to war until I'm married. So I'm gonna let this keep sort of percolating, and hopefully it will turn into a duchy claim. It's kind of not really certain if it will ever turn into a duchy claim, but I'm willing to take a few more chances because if I bide my time, that would make things a lot easier. And I can see now, if I go to my betrothed, he's 15. Oh my gosh, he's so handsome. Look at that. So once he turns 16, which should be any minute now, in about a year. Wait, oh no. 25 November. Oh, no, not in a year. In just a couple of months. He'll be an adult, and the Chola kingdom, the Maharaja of the Chola kingdom, gained opinion of me because of my awesome chancellor. But so in a few months, I will have my grand wedding. I think we will probably do the grand wedding and then end this episode and then start next time with thinking about war and kids and all the good stuff. I've been studying the ancient religious texts and the writings of scholars, and they all seem to agree that the world will end 6,000 years after its creation. By my calculations, we are less than a century away. However, my court chaplain, Yerachmel, urges me to keep it to myself. Leave it to the rabbis and avoid panic. What if your calculations are wrong? Everyone deserves to know the truth. It would lead to cynicism. A reasonable point, it may lead to zealousness. Or I should consult with more rabbis, which I think is what I'll do for the learning lifestyle experience. I kind of feel like Racateviyar is not, even though she has very virtuous traits, I kind of feel like she's not, like, zealous in the way that Crusader Kings kind of interprets zealousness. Oh my god, I'm ill. Oh no. My mother. I can to ask her to leave me be. Or do no more than what is necessary. Now, do I think she's gonna try to kill me? I hope not. That would be bad. Do no more than what is necessary. Like, don't do nothing, but don't do anything too scary. Nayana Devi lowered her hand into the bucket she brought to my chambers. When she pulled it out again, a little fish was wriggling between her fingers. Open wide, she said, and dropped it in my mouth. I struggled not to retch as it tickled the back of my throat. Whatever was in that fish turned out to be just what I needed. For now, the worst of my symptoms are alleviated, and the world seems a little brighter. Who knew one could be cured of the common cold by having a raw fish dropped down their throat? I didn't know that, did you? Gosh. She is more powerful. You freaking... Oh, but I can't swing the scales. Okay. Listen. Back... Oh, God. Another freaking mom event. Oh, back when you were but a little child. I'll always cherish those days, says my mother, Nayana Devi, quite unprompted. You never cared about me. Everything comes rushing back. I know that my mother held a deep devotion to me, and no, she didn't. While my father, Irakaka, lived, he too loved me fiercely. He loved me more than you ever did. It was he who heard my first... I'm kind of, adding my own... Anyway, it was he who heard my first words. He helped me take my first steps. He accepted my milk tooth in his own hand. It's too late to thank him, though. My gratitude goes only to my mother now. No, it doesn't. I love you so, Mother. No, she is not getting a strong hook on me. No, 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 no. I'll pass the love and care on to my children. No, she never cared about me. She never liked me. She's always been working against me ever since she became my regent. Family gratitude, whatever. I don't care. Leave me alone. You know? Not to be dramatic or anything, but get out of here. Ugh, plan my frickin' grand wedding. Okay. In Veminad, yes. And I can't do it because I don't have 435 gold. Okay. That's fine. I will just hang out and maybe collect taxes for a little. Oh. With a start, I wake, snapping my hand out of the lit candle it had slid onto. By the many torments of the adversary, that stings. Bleary-eyed, I glance around the sitting room. I must have fallen asleep without dousing the candle. It's lucky my hand fell on it. If it had tipped onto the sofa, I must be more careful about these candles. Oh God, I think this is like an ominous event. So probably at some point I'm gonna like knock over a candle in my sleep and my entire castle is gonna burn down and oh my gosh. It's been a good while since I saw my old heartthrob Pankaman. Then I see him enter the court looking as resplendent as ever, a vision of Olam Haba if ever there was one. I feel my heart begin to race and my palms sweat just as they did when I was but a girl. It's hard to believe that he is the same boy I would fawn over in my youth, and harder still to believe that my feelings are unchanged. Perhaps I ought to finally make my feelings known. I am not going to confess my love. Okay, I'm glad it let me choose, because I must set aside these childish thoughts. I just can't. I have so much to deal with right now. I can't have an illicit lover. It just is not going to work. I want to collect taxes for a while. So that I can just do my grand wedding and you know, stuff. I don't even know. I'm so fatootzed by my mother just doing all sorts of horrible things. Okay, I am well again. I'm not ill anymore. I feel a lot better about that, at least. At the very least, I feel better about that. So in October, so in a couple of months, I can try to swing the scales of power back against my mother. I'm still trying to sway her. I don't really think it's gonna work, but I don't know. I think I should be able to get married now. Yes, I can. I could try recreation. Let's see, diplomacy. Can I diplomacy my mom? No, I can't because she's not a ruler. What if I tried to murder my mom at my wedding? No, I mustn't murder. I mustn't. Recreation. Sure. Whatever. This all seems good. I'm a little distracted at the moment. No, it actually does all look good. Okay, I'm gonna slow down time a little bit. 4 is a bit fast for me. Oh, I can recall a hostage? He will not accept. I could try, but I don't need to. I gained dedication to my faith. Cool. I am faithful. Oh, I want to imprison her so freaking bad. I want to end my regency so freaking bad. I don't even know what to do. If you guys, if I haven't solved this by the end of the episode, which probably I haven't, you guys should let me know in the comments what I can do to end an entrenched regency that is not going well with my mom, who is my rival, because I just have never been in that situation. I don't even know what to do with that. I am gonna go with anatomical studies first so we can start going down whole of body. Power sharing window, my butt. And I am not the culture head because I'm currently Tamil, so once I become Kochineem, actually, Is there anything, let's see, rival, frustrated, friendly, so there's a couple of things that will tick sort of away over time. God, she says stress level 2, I mean, no wonder, she's ambitious, she's paranoid. Yeah, honestly, it's no wonder that she is being like this. I mean, I really should have known, but what I didn't know was that she was going to become regent after my uncle. I had no sense that that was going to happen. What can I leverage to get her off my butt? Prestige, I guess, again. Gold, we're not swinging it anymore, and it's too expensive, so... Or I could do the hook. No, I don't have a hook on her. Oh, that's something I could do. Wait, hang on. Leverage, prestige. Yeah, swing those scales, baby. Oh my god, he's so pretty. I'm gonna have my spy master hang out in my court finding secrets because, I mean, that can only help me to know what's going on, but also, maybe I'll find some dirt on my mom that will make things, I don't know, that will help me. Didn't even think of that. It always feels amazing when you've been planning something for so long and spent so much money on it, and then it's finally there. Everything is ready. The decorations are in place, the guests are mingling, and servants scurry around with loaded dishes. I'm pacing around in excitement and nervousness when my future spouse, Sobhana Raja, appears, radiant in his finest attire. We are ready to begin. I can't wait. As if organizing a wedding worthy of my family's stature weren't stressful enough, I also have to deal with Sobhana Raja's relatives. His father, Maharaja Jamajaya, arrived bright and early today and has been following me around ever since, complaining about this or that non-stop. As I feel a splitting headache growing behind my eyes, he continues blabbering undeterred. These flowers will make Sobhana Raja sneeze, and this wool is too rough. What about the color scheme? I know that Sobhana Raja won't like it. We could try to find common ground with him. I'm not gonna tell him to shut up. Or I could tell him it's gonna be just fine, relax. It's gonna be okay. Don't even worry about it. It's gonna be fine. The preparations and rituals of a wedding ceremony are many. In a lull in between them, I hear some snickering and scoffing coming from a group of Sobhana Raja's relatives. When they see that they got my attention, Jayastamba starts addressing me directly. How could we let this vile miscreant corrupt poor Sobhana Raja? I could just smile and nod and lose stress because I'm calm and patient. No, I'm not gonna try to challenge him. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna get along great. Oh, we have discovered hereditary rules, so we can be a partition now, which actually, does that matter for me? Yes, I could change it. Oh, I couldn't because my vassals don't like me. Everything is falling apart. Just let me get married in peace. I don't know. I pity you, liege, Anikanga tells me what married life is like. Bickering, mistrust, and strife. The end of any peace. Like me and Vidrama Devi, he grumbles. Is that what my marriage to Sobhana Raja will be like? I could say that he's perfect for me and being a confident bride. Don't worry about me, I have my hobbies. Please, I know all about marriage, or will it be that bad? No, he's perfect for me. I am a confident bride. Yes, I am. I'm gonna let time speed up a little bit. Weddings are just politics. I steel myself as I wait for my future husband to join me. Just politics, I repeat to myself. How bad can it be? But nothing has prepared me for the moment I finally see Subbanaraja for the first time. No portrait or description could do justice to the gentle look on his face. No poet has ever sung a beauty such as his. Time hangs still when our eyes meet, and everyone else seems to disappear. Then he smiles at me, and I know everything will be all right. Could it be you I've been waiting for? Oh, he becomes my soulmate. We fell in love at first sight. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. So cute. I love him. Wow, and we got a royal gift. We got flowers. Everything is coming up. Racateviyar. The ceremony went on a blur. I can barely remember all the steps, rituals, and blessings I went through, and now it's time for our vows, the formal consent, the actual seal on the marriage. Do I want to spend the rest of my life with Subbanaraja? I do. I love him. I love him so much. As the ceremony concludes and we all move to the banquet venue, I secretly smile to myself, picturing the joys to come from my married life with Subbanaraja. Not everyone can be so lucky to marry such a likable person. I wish everyone to share in my happiness, and let's all tuck in. Absolutely. Oh, my mom can get married now. Oh, wait. She is not loyal enough to go. Oh my god, I can't even deal with this right now. Okay, I actually should tell you what I was reading. So, my mom, is currently betrothed to Vikrambahu II, who is a vassal in the kingdom of Lanka. And I've been trying to marry her off for some time now. But she hasn't been able to get married because she was my regent. She doesn't have to be my regent anymore. However, the notice that I get at the bottom of the screen says, this regent is not loyal enough to consent to being married off. So because she hates me and wants to be my regent forever and ever and take over my whole job, she is refusing to be married off to go to someone else's court. I hate her so much. The banquet hall is dressed in a riot of colors, scents, and sights. Only the very rarest fabrics and flowers are absent from the garb. Near my seat, both Samanta Vikailaya and Maharaja Atirajantira share their opinions on the decorations. There's been a good amount of coin laid down here, notes Vikailaya. See that tapestry? That's from half a continent away. Ceremonies are important, and this is still part of the ceremony, Atirajantira snorts. It should have been bigger, better, prettier, all of it. Let's see. So my chancellor and vassal, or a neighboring ruler. I'm obviously going to side with my vassal, and we've also been getting along quite well. Vikailaya, I could get closer forming a friendship with him, which I love to do. Yeah, I would like to form a friendship with him and have a good relationship with him, so. Oh, my brother is no longer a hostage. Okay, that is awesome. Come home. Come home, brother, and please help me murder my mom, which I'm trying desperately not to do, but I'm having trouble seeing any other way out. A magnificent throng of musicians, tumblers, and actors are providing the evening's entertainment, thrilling guests across the hall. Near my seat, both Vikailaya and Atirajantira share their opinions on the display. They are still grumbling to each other, it seems. I could keep puffing up Vikailaya and not Puffy, becoming friends with him, kind of, you know, working the room, at the expense of my relationship with Atiraj and Tira. Or I'm focused on the actual entertainment. I do want to be Vikaila's friend, so I'm going to choose that. We bonded over having a delightful conversation at dinner. I can get another... Oh, I can get a diplomacy learning perk. Oh my gosh, that is really cool, actually. What if I know I don't have kids yet, but what if I tried to get... I wouldn't be able to get heart of the family. What am I trying? I'm trying to sway my mom. So I'm going to take Benevolent Intent, which gives me plus 30% sway scheme power, because I am actively trying to sway her right now. So that changes the likelihood to 23%, which is not a big change, but I don't know. Honestly, anything will help, maybe. I don't know. I could try to send her a gift. Not even just to swing the scales, but just to make her like me more. It would be like pretty much all of my money though. And I don't know if it's even worth it, but it might be. I'm not going to do it until I've raised some more money, but I will keep that in mind as a possibility. So if I send her a gift and she likes me more, maybe she'll be more likely to accept me, like, giving her something to make her go away. What a vast and endless array of foods and desserts this is. Are these the kind of meals I can expect in Olam Haba? Oh, and what an expansive selection of sweets. This must be the most food I've ever seen in one place. Delightful. My life is reaffirmed. Yay, that's so cool. My soulmate got a friend. Yay, so cool. My spy master says there are no secrets in my court, but I would not be so certain. Keep it up. Just like do it one more time, just to see. Irakaraka is back from Chola. There is much to catch up on. Let's see. The feast has started winding down, with everyone sated and tired, but the day is still not over for Sabana Raja and me. A procession of guests leads us to our bedchamber, for the legitimacy of a wedding depends on it being consummated. Okay. You know what? It's just gotta happen. It's time. Let's see. The fire in the grate has started to wither, and I stare at its flames in silence. The light, its warmth. Rajkumar Sabana Raja is searching for something in his wooden chest, and I take my eyes off the flames to look at him. Racateviyar, he says, offering me a small package wrapped in silk. I've saved this since I heard of our betrothal, and I now offer it to you as a token of my love. What could it be? You are my greatest gift. This grants a bonus to romance schemes against him. We are set to produce many offspring. I get a house embroidery ribbon. Monthly renown is increased and spouse opinion is increased. I also have something for you. Advantage to seduce schemes against him. Actually, I have something for you too. No, he can't have my book. I'm sorry. You are my greatest gift. No, I also have something for you. Oh, I also have something for you. I see what that something is. Okay. I don't think I'm stressed at the moment, so I also have something for you. You know what I mean? As the banquet reached its climax, something else reached its climax. Savannah Raj's growing anxiety over the imminent bedding ceremony was clear. My new husband turns to me as the procession sets off to our chambers, pleading, please, can't we do without this over the hollering and drumming? Let's have the room to ourselves. All the witnesses are angry. Come, dear, it will be all right. Forced bedding ceremony? No, 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 no. Don't be silly. It's tradition. I ain't scared. Let's have the room to ourselves. Everyone else, get out of here. I love him. The last of the guests are leaving, and I look around, feeling satisfied. What an amazing day. Yes, this day that has lasted like a year. Okay, wow, that's a lot of prestige and piety, actually. Gosh darn. Wow. That is a ton. Okay. Alright, folks, we're married. My cat is here. My cat is hungry. I'm hungry. I need to go have dinner. So real quickly, I'm gonna pause and I'm gonna just go over some of the things that we need to talk about for next time. So now that we're married, we will soon be having children. And according to the grand wedding and how successful we were in becoming soulmates with our husband, our marriage is set to produce many offspring, so we should be set in that department, so that's really exciting. We have a strong alliance through him, and I'm feeling good about that. However, one thing that we are going to have to try to fix next time is we are going to really have to figure out what we're going to do with our entrenched regency situation, because just through a combination, like series of consequences of various personality traits and childhood events, my mother and regent is my rival, and she does not want to give up her power. She just absolutely refuses to leave, and she has too much power for me to really argue against that. So I need to find a way to end this entrenched regency. She will not accept anything. She doesn't want gold. She doesn't want a hook. She doesn't want anything. And what I want to do is find a way to either sway her or send her a gift or something that will enable me not to have to murder her, because I might have to, and I don't want to. It's gonna make me stressed, but I mean, I'm not compassionate and I'm not just. So I feel like if I need to murder her, I will, but I really would rather not. I feel like that's definitely not what Racateviyar would want to do. If it seems like there's no other way, then, maybe she would. But she's calm and she's patient, right? So I'm trying, as a player, I'm really trying to channel that vibe. And just sort of, try to sway her. So I think what my plan is going to be, I'm not going to do it right now, but I think my plan will be, once we get a little more money, I'm going to try to send her a gift, which will increase her opinion by a ton. She will gain about 50 opinion of me, although I do notice it has gone down. It was 55, now it's 51. But she should still gain a significant amount of opinion of me, and that might make certain things easier. It might make her easier to sway. It might you know, also if I keep swaying her and I'm persistent about it and keep trying it, she might not be my rival anymore. I've been playing a Mother of Us All campaign, and in that, if you start as Dara and you are using the, Mother of Us All 1066 start date as Dara, um, when you start, you automatically have a rival. It's just what that character starts with. She always has a rival. It's like the other wife or the concubine of your husband. And she's always your rival, and she always has like a plot to murder you, basically, when it starts out. And so what in my Mother of Us All campaign, what I did was, here, I'll actually go to my other screen. Hi, since we are just chatting right now. So in my Mother of Us All campaign, what I did was I swayed that rival of Daura's, and eventually, I mean, it did take kind of a long time because she does not like you at the beginning, but after a amount of time, I think it was a couple of years maybe of swaying her, um, she decided to give up on being my rival. She was like, can we just let bygones be bygones? And I said yes. And that was great. Um, so I'm hoping that we might be able to get my mother, Nyana Devi, to accept such a thing. Unfortunately, she is ambitious and paranoid, and she is also irritable and patient. So I feel like she is just like ready to hold a grudge forever and ever, until she gets what she wants, and she is paranoid that everyone else has it out for her and doesn't want her to get what she wants, which I don't. But yeah, so we'll see how that goes. If you have any advice for me, or have a feeling like this is definitely what you should do, or, maybe this would work, have you thought about this? Go ahead and let me know in the comments, and I'd love to hear from you because I am at a loss. um, but even though it's really annoying and I hate her so much, it's also really interesting. And I think a lot of the events that I got for this sort of like plot line were from, I mean, I can't be sure, I'm not sure, but I think they probably were wards and wardens stuff, combined with like the regency mechanics. And I think that's really cool. And even though it totally sucks, wow, VTuber girl just started floating across the screen. Even though it is it's good emergent storytelling, I guess is what I'm trying to say, that I am excited about because it's very memorable. But yeah, anyway, so that's all I have to say for now. I've done a lot of chatting. This was a very interesting episode, at least in my mind. And I can't wait to bring you more. So, yeah, more will be coming out soon. And if you like this, go ahead and give it a little thumbs up to tell YouTube that it's good. Help the algorithm, figure out what's what. And you can also follow me either here or on Twitch at Lizzie Luna. And yeah, I'm gonna try to do more Twitch streams soon. I actually, on November, I think 2nd to November 6th, I'm gonna be doing a little streamathon. And I haven't decided what I'm gonna do for that yet, but I think I want it to be some kind of combo between, maybe doing a little live stream to CK3 campaign, and maybe I'll be making a VTuber model. So November 2nd to 6th on my Twitch, I'll be around, so go ahead and give that a follow if you're interested. But until then, I will leave you with all these thoughts. I'll stop talking, and I'll see you later. Bye!